It's showtime.
Showtime.
Cheers.
Cheers.
That's good, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
That's good. That's what we want. So,
yes.
Hi, everybody. Thank you for joining us today. We are doing, this is Back and Forth with Jaime and Gerald. And today we are doing the VR to the hashtag 54321 tarot. And Chris from ElementalCartomancy tagged me. Jaime has agreed to come along. And Chris ElementalCartomancy, his YouTube channel is linked below, as is Kelly Bear, who started this tag. So, you know, feel free to join in if you'd like. So,
yeah.
But yeah. So,
Hi.
So it's good to see you.
Good to see you.
Happy, well, today is the 31st of October, 2023. So it's good to be here.
Yeah.
We'll just say that. So
we'll go with it.
Yes, we will go with it. Like, share, and subscribe. It's free, blah, blah, blah. Don't forget that. We're going to be showing you a whole bunch of stuff. And just a general warning, people. Know your limits. Purchase responsibly.
Or don't purchase at all. Just have a good time.
Yes. I like that.
Yeah. This isn't about purchasing anything.
It's not. It's not. So let's say hi to some people.
Sorry.
Plucky is here. It's okay. Loretta is here. Hello. Jeffrey is here. He is in the kitchen, baking mode. Lottie B. Book Bewitched. Hello.
Hey, y'all.
Well, hello, Robbins. Good to see you. Good to see you. And Zane is here. Hello, Zane.
Hi, Zane.
Astrological Tarot, Michelle Marie. It's good to see you. Flower Beauty. Hello. Tom, Early Ritual. What? You're suddenly like...
Oh, I was just reading. It's the tilt of the glasses. We had this conversation.
Oh, yes. Yes. Naomi is here. Hi, Naomi. And Michelle Marie is baking also, Jeffrey.
Nice.
Jeffrey can type in what he's baking if he wants. So today, as I mentioned, we're doing a VR, which is a video response to this hashtag. For those of you who are not familiar with hashtags, you can search this hashtag and find out everybody who has done this and used this hashtag, their response. It is a great way to get to know people.
It's fun.
On the YouTube. Yes, it is a lot of fun. So
I admire Kelly Bear, so it was fun to
yes,
hear her responses.
Yes. He's making almond and pear tart. So Beth is here. Aspasia Rising. Good to see you. Good to see you. So I found a new neighborhood source for sticky buns, so I'm enjoying a treat with no tricks.
Nice.
Could you have had someone deliver it? What would you call that? What would you call that app? An app to deliver sticky buns by a treat?
Well, They already have it. I'm not going to give them advertising, but they have it.
Okay.
It can happen if they have it in the city. If they have it out here in Podunk, Oregon, they have it in the city for them.
There you go.
But can't guarantee the delivery driver will not be dressed up.
Okay. Joyful Journey is here. Hello, Joyful. Good to see you. Thanks for joining us. And
I like the emojis. Those are cute.
All the emojis.
All of them.
Holiday appropriate emojis. Okay. So, I could have put this up back and forth. VR2 hashtag.
You did make it for a reason.
I did make it for a reason, didn't I?
Mm-hmm.
So it's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All of the prompts are in my description. The first one is, Pamela is here. Hello. Hi, Pamela Batchelor.
Hello, classmate.
And, all of the best chatters are here.
Mm-hmm.
So
it's fun.
Pamela's, which class is Pamela taking?
Oh, nothing. We've just been in a lot before where I've been PA and she's been a student.
Yes. And those are for Kelly Fitzgerald's classes.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay, so 5 tarot decks. Now, what Jamie and I did is I picked, and I don't, I haven't watched all of these, but what I did is I actually picked 5 tarot decks that I use reversals with.
Okay.
So what did you do?
I did 5 decks that bring me joy when I'm blue.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And Beth is here sitting, dressed up like a witch waiting for trick-or-treaters. Debbie, Aquarius Owl, is here. Hello.
Hi, Debbie.
And I guess it's rune time again on Friday?
Saturday? Yes.
Okay.
Saturday morning. Mm-hmm.
And Lori is here. Hi, Lori. Good to see you. Okay, so 5. Do you want me to show all of them after I make a mess?
Okay.
Wait.
How about we go back and forth?
Let's go back and forth, but here, this is an important thing to remember. This section of the video is brought to you by the word intrigue. Everyone say it with me. Intrigue. Intrigue. The practice of engaging in secret schemes. Are you intrigued? Like, share, and subscribe to our channels to find out more. Intrigue. Because
I like it.
What? There's a bonus, people. Stick with us.
Mm-hmm.
So the first deck, Jamie, I said, Jamie, love that theme. Due to recent geopolitical events, I repurchased the Good Tarot. Need a positive spin. Big hug.
Nice.
Cool. So, tumbling decks. I'm intrigued. Yes, Robin. So the first deck that I use reversals with is the Sasarabito.
Nice.
And this is some edition. This is like a new one. And so because I have multiple editions of this.
Mm-hmm.
And so since I've been paying attention to reversals, I thought, I could just use this deck for the reversals.
Mm-hmm.
So then what I often will do is after I have done after I've done a reading and I've had reversals, I will flip them upright. And sometimes I will actually I will flip the cards. So my first one that I use is the Sasarabito.
Very nice.
So yeah.
Okay, so not to be a downer, so let's not go there, but the month of October is used to be a pretty festive time, still can be, but it's also a reminder of a lot of people in my life that have passed during this month. So not that I dwell on that fact, but I do all of the things to make sure that I don't dwell in that, right? So cute little bag.
Nice little bag.
Yep, it's Kelly Bear bag. So this deck during this time of the year tickles the heck out of me. And it is the Boo Tarot.
Aww.
The Boo is just that, just absolutely adorable. I won't show very many cards because they don't show up, but that is the star.
That is adorable.
And it's just adorable. It's just one of those happy, fun. It does give serious messages. It doesn't.
Yeah, definitely.
It doesn't play, but it at least takes the edge of the kick in the nose.
Naomi loves that tarot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So. There's the inside of the bag.
Yeah, and
a pale purple and pink.
And who created that bag?
Kelly Bear.
Oh, look at that! So cool. Okay, Longman Tarot is here. Hello.
Hey, you.
Blessings. Good to see you. Robin's being funny. I think I'd need rehearsals of using reversals. Yes. Nice. Jonathan Daly's here. Hi, Jonathan. And so, okay. So the other one that I use reversals on is the Spectro Whirl second edition, because I have the first edition and I like it. I'm not going to pull these out. It's just, I mean, because, but so I use this in, I have the first edition, which I enjoy. I have the second edition, and I made that conscious choice. I'm just going to do reversals in it to help with it. So there you go. Oh, and Michelle said it's like Precious Moments Tarot for Ghosts.
It's true.
Yeah. So
it's true.
ILR 72. So all right, and I'm putting these back after I'm finished with them. So what's your next one?
My next one is in this nice little bag with moons and things and stuff, and it is the Radiant Crystal cards, second edition. I have the first edition, but they're larger, and I like to pair these cards with everything, with every reading, because they seem to go with everything, whether it's kind of old-fashioned or modern or anything else. And the messages on the cards make you think, and they can pick you up. And yeah.
I'm showing that so people can see it. It's by, is it Boucher Designs?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And it's lovely.
Yeah. Yeah. One of my favorites. Like I said, I've used the larger oracle size for a long time. And I'll usually, there's a card holder over here by the Sacred Bee people that it fits perfectly into, but this is nice to be able to throw in a bag. It just takes up less space than that big old oracle size.
Yes.
Yeah.
Scorpio Mama is here. Hi, Scorpio Mama.
Hypnicity.
Hypnicity is here, Nalani. And Pamela Batchelor said, when a card doesn't make sense in a reading, I consider the reversal, and it's usually aha. So, and again, we're picking these random, we picked a theme around them.
Right.
So you do you, kids. Okay. So the next deck that I use is reversals for is the 5-cent tarot. And part of it is as I'm still learning and becoming aware and comfortable with reversals. The great thing about this deck, which is beautiful, tell him Gerald sent you, TarotStache, is they have keywords to help which is extremely helpful. So, and I love
I
it.
enjoy his decks.
Yeah, I do too. So this is a good one for me to do that. Hi, Linda de Gonzalez.
Mm-hmm.
So,
When did you, I'm going to ask a nosy question and you can pass, obviously, but when did you decide that you were going to actually focus on reversals? Because I know that when you read regularly, your intuition and everything else plays into any card as a possible,
yep.
what's the flip side? So you don't necessarily, you know, do reversals in a reading because it comes naturally. So what's the reasoning? Is there a
I
reason?
blame Thomas of Tarot Your Way. We did a Tarot the Stash Way where we were talking about reversals.
Mm-hmm.
And Robin Wood, in her book, Robin Wood, the Tarot, the book, she doesn't use reversals. Whereas as I was reading other people, Benabel Wen talks about in her holistic tarot, talks about if you're only getting half of the message if you're not using reversals, because the reversals doesn't mean the opposite.
Correct.
It means that, let's say it's the Seven of Pentacles. Perhaps the Seven of Pentacles reverse means it's going to start speeding up instead of going slow.
Right.
Or perhaps it's going to take longer than what you were expecting.
Yeah,
So
people associate reversals with negativity.
They do. They do.
Yeah.
They do. And sometimes, let's face it, in a reading, I want certain things reversed. I want the Three of Swords reversed.
Right.
Oftentimes. So, yeah. And yes, Beth, I find the 5-cent tarot awesome for the card.
It's very easy to shuffle.
Yeah, everybody loves it. Did I answer your question?
You did. Thank you very much for answering it.
And sometimes we all need a bit of meringue, sweet, light, and fluffy, whether it's a dessert, chick lit novel, or tarot deck. Yep.
Yeah, I agree.
So what's your next one?
Well, I'm going to go big or go home on this one. I'm going to pull it from the bottom of my stack. So I have been searching for a deck that is a Christmas vibe without being particularly, I shouldn't say particularly, without being secular in presentation. Sure. So I found I'll take the book out because that'll be easy to show. The Yuletide.
Oh, yeah.
Tarot, which is all a full color book, and it's lovely. Nice. Yeah. But I asked, because she brought it available, not because she's my pal or something, although I have enough of her bags, but I asked Moonlit Faye to make a custom bag for this, and she had an option where she has the book sleeve with a piece of elastic on it that you then take your tarot bag and slip the top through so that it all connects together and you can just put it in your bag. So this is what I had made. So there's the deck, and there's the band going across, holding everything together.
Nice.
Yeah, and so I got to pick the color, and it just, it all matches.
Beautiful
for me. But the Yuletide, I love Christmas time, but I don't necessarily like all the other things that go with it. But I like the mythology and the lights and the tradition stuff. And so this has been delightful to have. Yes, I'm already using it, but
doesn't matter.
Yeah, but here my mom passed in October 6 years ago, and Christmas, fall, and snow were like her favorite things. So when I think of Christmas, because I have a lot of her Christmas decorations downstairs, and we always did Kris Kringle stuff. So the homage to Madre.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
Artistone Oracles is here.
Hi.
And Rogue Remedies, the Melting Pot Tarot is here. I have your question highlighted, so we will answer that a little bit later. So, and Peter is listening back. Got one of our friends' kids here after school today.
Hi, Twiz.
Ooh, that's fun.
Yeah.
So, okay, so we're still doing 5 tarot, and I'm putting things back.
Mhm.
I use the Light Seers Pocket Tarot for a reversal deck. So,
Nice.
and somebody else had something to say about the reversals, and it was Pamela.
Pamela.
Reversals also show me the total picture and possible pitfalls to be aware of. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, and
Mm-hmm.
Jamie, both my biological
Mhm.
mother and my mom died in October. To go full circle, my granddaughter was born in October. Okay.
Hello. Yeah, that's awesome.
Yes.
Not what you know what I mean. I'm not going to explain.
Kris Kringle sounds like a pastry, a crisp crumble.
Yep.
Robin is hungry.
He is hungry. He should eat some more puff pastry.
Yes, yes. And good to see you, Donna. That is Donna, right? Yes. Okay. So what's yours?
My next one, saving my last one. So my next one was an impulse purchase because of Jane. And I say all of this with kindness, love, and not a bit of,
Yes.
crappiness. She would not shut up about this damn deck on and on and on and on and on.
Yep.
And I have to tell you that thus far, it is one of the best things that I've ever purchased for myself. Okay. My mom was a dog person, but she was also a big cat person. And I'm into certain select feline decks. Anyway,
Yes.
this is the feline rider tarot. And it's exceptionally well done. It's got a little panoramic and it goes underneath.
That's pretty. Yeah.
And this is petal. The cardstock is thinner, but it has a very nice quality independent finish. Has a copper border. Some people call it rose gold. To me, in person, it looks copper. Shuffles like a mofo. OMG. Love it.
Yep.
I used this on Sunday for our Sunday tarot date. The cats are oddly shaped, big boofy butts, and skinny necks and stuff, but they're adorable.
Mm-hmm.
And it's very sweet. And now I am going to shut up about this deck. Thank you, Jane.
I love it. Okay, so yeah, Linda De Gonzalez said that's lovely.
Mm-hmm.
And Robin said, "Oh, I almost got that. Still considering it." Feline Rider, is that the one?
Mm-hmm.
So, okay.
Yep.
Oh, and Peter J. Watt said my friend Nancy pulled the All My Relations card from the Anime Mundi Oracle. So appropriate for the season. Very much.
Yeah.
Very much so.
And by the way, just so you guys know, which you may, I think a lot of you will know in the chat, the additional topics that we've given to like our tarot and how we pulled them is not how Kelly Bear did it. Okay.
Nope.
So
It's and I blame Chris from ElementalCartomancy.
So do I.
So, and it's okay, Chris. It's okay.
Come on, you got to follow it up with this. Come on.
Yep. Aww. Chris.
There we go.
Thank you. And Beth said real cats are often oddly shaped.
Mm-hmm.
So that's true.
Yep. Yeah, it's cute.
So, I'm trying to find something, and it's gone. Oh well, y'all a cope, right? Fogo Pogo is here. Kaylee is work lurking.
Hello.
We will not tell. So the last one that I have is the Word Cloud Tarot,
Oh,
the Happy Toast Tarot.
that
And
deck, I tell you what.
that what?
That deck, I tell you what.
Well, yes. And this, actually, Thomas uses this one, Tarot Your Way. And here's the shameless plug. We're doing a deck casual on this for the Word Cloud, and we're doing it in a couple of weeks at 2 p.m. Eastern. And if so yeah, so I do that. The only thing that I don't, well, there are several things that I don't care about this deck. Be intrigued and join us. It's shiny.
Yeah, it is very shiny.
So I may take steel wool to it. So and thank you, Jonathan. Well, that's not the right link, is it?
No, there is one on Etsy. I got mine off of Amazon.
Okay.
But
and it's a legit one.
But if you type in feline rider, it comes up as something else as the name, and you'll go, what? But
Sparkle something or other.
Yeah, it's something odd, but it's the right one.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And Artist and Oracle said cat lover here, but only cat deck I own is Terra of the Cat People. That one's been around for a while.
Yeah, it has.
So anyhow, yeah, so stay tuned. Word Cloud, Happy Oracle, Deck Casual.
Yes.
So there you go. Oh, okay. What do you have, Jamie?
So this is another adorable Kelly bag.
Yes.
I actually purchased this for something else. But when this deck came, like the inside pink. And it's the perfect size and it fits the piece of glass that came with it. But this is Nellie's deck by Kelly Fitzgerald. Yeah. And it has, this is an easy one to drop in my backpack, or actually I wear, for work, I wear cargo pants. So I always have two big pockets on the side for all my gear and utensils and things so that I don't have to carry anything in my hands. And this drops nicely, neatly, and everything else into one of those pockets.
Very nice.
Yeah, there's my
very nice. I think later in the year, I think what you and I need to do is we need to talk about tarot decks that we're going to either use, like 12 tarot decks that we're going to use for a month or learn, or maybe seasonally. So every 6 weeks. So, and it's Wheel of Fortune, the creator's Etsy shop.
Correct.
So, oh, and Beth said, I have Grimalkins, of course. I might need an MJ intervention. I still do not own any MJ decks.
Ridiculous. Yeah, I have the Grimalkin. I have two, and I have her big workbook too.
Yeah, and by the way, Kaylee, you did see butts in this. You'll see more than butts. Join us. How childish is that? Did you just snort?
No, I kind of was like, oh, now that was a snort, but that was not intentional.
There you go. Yes, Jonathan, you do need to sit down with the Nelly deck. Yeah. Cargo pants pockets are ideal for tarot decks, but the weight can make you sashay when you walk. Sling them hips. Yes, and please wear a belt.
Always
wear a belt, because my father used to say, these kids these days, they don't wear belts. And my father said, if it has belt loops, you need a belt.
Do you know why I wear a belt regardless?
Why do you wear a belt regardless?
Because if we're out on the truck and we see a loose dog, it makes a good leash. It makes a good tourniquet. So it's one of those always be prepared kind of things.
And I also always wear a belt because it my insulin pump tacks onto it.
Yeah.
Very nicely.
There we go.
Okay. So our next one are 4 books, and I want to just catch up on the chat. Robin said, I was thinking the other day that the 4 of Cups is the shadow work card, and now I'm thinking the Hanged Man is the reversals card. Could be. I could definitely see that. Rogue Remedies, are you still here? Yeah, belt, multi-purpose.
Mm-hmm.
Naomi likes that as well. And yes, wear cargo pants responsibly. Because I'd like to answer Rogue's remedies question in between. Rogue
Sure.
is still here. So when did you all finally get comfortable reading for others? Jamie, I will let you go first since it's shorter.
Sure. Well, so here's the thing. I don't read publicly like you guys do on YouTube. This doesn't mean I don't read for others. So about I don't know, 17, 18 years old, something like that.
Okay.
Because I started in tarot when I was 14-ish. So I would read for others then. But yeah, I just don't read publicly. It's not my thing.
That's true. Okay. You're right. You're right.
Yeah.
When did I get comfortable reading others? Probably about 5 years into reading, so maybe 20 years ago. And that was 5 years of sitting down with close friends, reading the book that came with it, and then talking about it and doing 2.5 hour long Celtic crosses and talking about it. So it was very much a learning. The other thing, the advice that I would have for you is if you're wanting to learn to read for yourself a lot and articulate it. And I'm going to keep this starred because part of what we're going to talk about a little later, Rogue remedies, I think is going to help with this. So I'm really glad you're here. Jamie, you look worried.
No, I'm like, what is that? But that's okay.
Yes. Here you go.
There we go.
So Rogue, stay. Oh, are you intrigued?
I know I am because I have no idea what the hell he's talking about.
You're very, very welcome. You're very welcome, and I'm glad you're here. That's two snorts, everybody.
Yeah.
Robin said, I just finally did my first online reading for a stranger last week. It was a 4 decades old acquaintance, and we hadn't actually met till then. Reading and meeting went great. Good.
That's great.
Good. That's very good. Okay, so the next are books.
Yes.
4 books. And what is your category for the books?
4 books that I've purchased for classes or things that I'm working on in my own practice.
Oh, nice. Okay. And mine are 4 books that I have purchased at a local brick and mortar.
Right. Cool.
So I will let you go first.
Okay.
Or wait a minute. Can I go first?
Absolutely.
Because I'm an overachiever.
Yeah, we all know
because we have
we understand.
Yes. I bought this one, Protection, Reversal Magic, at a local witch shop, which is Witch Lab.
Why haven't I heard about this book? Why haven't you shared this with me? And what the hell is wrong with you?
Because I got it from here. Great little place. I'm really happy with these people.
I want to see about that book. Hi, Mousy.
Everybody, I'm going to be a dick. This is the book, Jamie.
Oh,
see?
Hold up. Hold up.
Jamie does not like the tiny hands. So Mousy Girl is here. Hello. But yeah, so I bought this one. I also at the same time bought this one, which is the...
Look at how chubby this book is.
Yes.
Look at that.
And I was using this because I was, it is the Golden Dawn apparently has some things that they've done that people haven't liked, or they've done that people don't agree with. And my high priestess says, if somebody tells you not to read a book or not to learn about something, that's where you should start.
Sure.
So I bought this.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So we have
Go ahead.
Photograph, please. So we have Kelly Fitzgerald has, Kelly Fitzgerald has Runes class coming up on Saturday.
Oh, yes.
And so there's some suggested reading, which I have that stuff, but she added 2 books. Well, she added one for sure. The second book I chose to get because she mentioned it in a chat that you and I and Julie and Patrick were in. But anyway,
yes.
Yeah, the first one is The Real Middle Earth by Brian Bates. Magic and Mystery in the Dark Ages. Nice. So that's one that I purchased. And then this one, we're doing one at a time. So, hi. So this is Middle Earth, the real Middle Earth.
You can finish up. Go ahead, because I did okay. 2 extras because, you know.
Okay, so Runes and Astrology, Symbols and Starcraft in the Northern Tradition by Nigel. And I consider Nigel a pretty amazing teacher dude. Where did you? It was because of Gerald, not just because I pulled it out of my wherever.
But you have one of these. I sent you one of these.
Yeah, I do. But I like the 3D
golden one
when they put on my desk at work. Yes. It makes me happier to show you a bigger finger. Anyway, this book has been very interesting to read. Has lots of charts and stuff, and I'm taking it bites at a time. Cool. So those are my first 2.
I also bought, and people have seen this before, Color, Form, and Magic. And this I bought.
Oh, sorry, I misread the question by Plucky. Friends of mine had it 3D printed for me. I have no idea. I think it was somebody here local that put their finger in the machine and it printed. Go ahead.
I bought this and I referenced it for the TarotStache Way Color and part 3. So, and this was so it has color. It also has some symbols. Mm-hmm. So I think that's also fun. So,
the complete book of astrology. Did you put that in your stack?
Stack, yes.
Nice, Plucky. So with the discovery of things astrologically of the actual sky when I was born, I know nothing about Aries. And I don't necessarily recommend compilation books like this, but I actually like this book, surprisingly. And it actually has given me some information. I didn't bring up the book because it wasn't part of the things, but the In Your Stars or whatever that is, that's one of my favorite books. But this is not bad. So.
This one?
Yes, The Stars Within You. Yep, I like that book a lot.
So,
yeah.
Because for those of you who have not seen it, we are reading the Real Sky Astrology Tarot Workbook, and we're working through that as our way to learn about astrology. So these are just nice and supplements. So that's mine too. One of the other ones that I got is the Elements of Spellcrafting. And I may have referenced this before, but when I was looking at this at the shop, and I was like going, so I sort of opened the book and I went, oh, wow. And it says, before we can talk about the best ways to apply sorcery to your life, we need to talk about what magic can actually do. And I'm like, oh, that's good.
That is good. So, that's nice.
So that's that.
My last one, I got, I think Patrick from the Living Wheel was live and he was talking about a book that he had gotten in relation to astrology and whatnot. And it's When the Dragon Wore the Crown, Center.
I remember you talking about that.
Yeah, this is pretty good. If you read the reviews where they talk about the photo quality and stuff, I think it's just somebody that either got a misprinted book or is just being a picky bitch, because there's nothing wrong at least in the copy I have. There's nothing wrong with the source material they use. I mean, you know, it is what it is. But this is actually really fascinating.
Cool.
Not, you know, it's
That's
nice
good.
paper. Yeah. Well written. So yeah.
That's cool. And by the way, sometime after this live, I will be putting in the description what we listed.
Yes.
So my last book, because I'm an overachiever, is Backwoods Witchcraft.
I like that book.
And Conjure and Folk Magic from Appalachia. Mm-hmm. And this was something that I purchased because Hershey came on my channel. Hershey, the Shadow Reader, came on my channel and talked about root work. And it was a really good conversation. So good, in fact, we're actually having chapter 2 this coming Thursday and continuing it. And this was a book that she had read and said that there's some really helpful things in there.
Yeah, I've had that book for a while. I like it a lot. I like him. So
yeah, and Jake Richards. I have enjoyed his style of reading. And because there's some people, it's like it's too.
Oh, his style of writing.
Yeah, I like his style of writing. It's like sitting with somebody over a cup of soda, eating cheesy, you know, something cheesy poofs. I don't know. So. Robin asked, "Are you guys speed readers or do you just scan pages? I can't read that fast. It takes me several weeks to read a book." I am not a speed reader. I actually think you are a pretty efficient reader.
So this is what I do. So I go through a book pretty fast. I take my little tabby things and I go through and I mark pages that catch my eye instantly, right? Any charts, anything, a title that catches my eye. I go through the entire book and mark it that way. And then honestly, Robin, I take it a chunk at a time. Whatever I have time for, because I'm super busy, I will throw in, you know, a chunk. Yeah. And sometimes I have to go back and read the chunk, and that's okay. But no, I'm not a speed reader, but I generally get through books pretty efficiently just based on the way I do it.
Yeah. And Michelle Marie said, "I learned speed reading from one of my favorite teachers in junior high, Toadstool. Changed my life."
Yeah.
Good for you.
Yeah.
I am not a speed reader, and usually what I do when I get a book, I will read the introduction because I want to know what's going on. And then I use it as a reference. If I need a topic, it brings me surprise. It brings me great joy to have a stack of books around me that are about reversals. Yeah, it just makes me happy because, and so, so yeah, that's a great question. Thank you. Do I have Joke's conjure cards?
Jake Richards has conjure cards.
No, really?
Yep.
Please hold while I write that down. I don't. Pamela, how do you like them? Conjure cards. Okay. Somebody, I'm not
You're pausing for a station identification.
Yeah, sorry. Somebody, I'm not naming Beth, Aspasia Rising, but said, gave me an idea for a possible live conversation about something. And it was like, ooh. So how's that for intrigue?
I was going to say, that's so vague.
It's totally vague because I've got
vague.
So, all right.
Oh, look at that. They are fabulous beyond fabulous.
Okay. Fabulous beyond fabulous. That's cool.
That's a glowing recommendation.
It takes longer to read a book about reversals upside down. Not if you were the Hanged Man. Or the Four of Cups, right? Or the Four of Swords. Anyhow. All right. So this is 3 spreads. So I guess I should start.
Sure. You can just tell all three of yours if you want on this one.
Okay.
So it's kind of continuous.
So my 3 spreads, one of them is a 3-card spread, which is what I usually do for my daily reading. First position is remember. Second position is rethink. Oh, look. And the third position is release.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a 3-card spread. I believe I've talked about that before, but it's one of those things that it's so it's remember, rethink, and release.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's the deck interview spread, which we talked about recently. Zane, if you're still here, you know that one as well, because he's the one who formulated it. And I think Chris, ElementalCartomancy, used to do something similar, but he no longer does deck interviews.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And so there's that.
Mm-hmm.
And then the last one that I do is I do a yes/no spread, where I pull the Wheel of Fortune out, and then I pick 7 extra cards, mix those together, and then I lay them out in pairs. I go around twice, laying 4 cards down each, and then one indicates a yes, one indicates a no, one indicates a more yes than no, one indicates a more no than yes.
And it is fascinating to listen to him do this. I'll just tell you.
And yes, I am purposefully not giving all of that away, because
there's more to
it. There's definitely more to it. And so, Pamela says I do a focus, embrace, and release.
Ooh,
Please hold.
I'm writing that down. Thank you.
Yeah, focus, embrace, release. Okay.
Pausing while there is complete silence.
Yeah. And Jonathan has a collection of 3-card spreads and stuff. So
he does.
And and yes, I will purchase responsibly, Pamela.
So mine are really easy because you mentioned 2 of them already. I do interview spreads, right? It's a habit. The one that you spoke of, we used to do all the time with Zane. And so there's that one. I do a 3-card daily draw, not every day, just because, so it's not a daily, but it's still the daily draw. Ooh, Debbie, whisper, speak, and shout. Hello.
Here, it's okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to highlight all these.
Yeah.
I'm going to star them. So
nice. Anyway, so I do the same version of the 3 cards daily draw that because I learned it from Gerald. And then the other one that I do sometimes, I don't have a lot of time to sit and so I usually use that Radiant Crystal deck, and I pull a card for the day's energy. And then the nice thing is if I have that particular crystal, that I can then grab that from my collection and take it with me for the day.
Oh, that's good.
The only one I can't do that with is my Smoky, because I'm not lugging her around in my cargo pants, and my Jasper I also would not lug around in my cargo pants. But I could get smaller versions, but what's the fun in that?
Yeah, especially when you have regular size hands, it's not going to be very fun.
Correct.
Okay.
Okay.
Jonathan says, I think I have an idea for something for us to do in November, Jamie, for a live.
Really?
Yes. And I will just say it's going to be freaking awesome. And here you go, everybody. This section of the video is brought to you by the word intrigue. Everyone say it with me. Intrigue. Intrigue. The practice of engaging in secret schemes. Are you intrigued? Like, share, and subscribe to our channels to find out more. Intrigue.
I must say your timing was fantastic because Stephen just got back with the Doberman and they went out back and he went after the fence and the stupid dog next door. So it was very loud in here.
There you go. There you go. Jonathan added one, and Robin actually being funny. Spreads I learned from Gerald: put a stash on it, put a wig on it, and put a laugh on it.
It's pretty good.
That. Yes. So, and this is 2 tarot habits and or paraphernalia.
Okay.
So, and everybody in chat, who do you want to go first? Do you want Jamie to go first, or do you want Gerald to go first? Oh, and meanwhile, Beth says, pretty soon you'll be able to communicate thoughts with your word of the day entries. I can totally link some of them together. So
sentences. Bum, bum, bum.
Sentences. Yeah. So, and by the way, everybody, we've got some exciting stuff toward the end. So, but Jamie's going first.
Cool. So 2 tarot habits and or paraphernalia. Okay. So I'm going to go with an item of paraphernalia first. Recently, Kelly Fitzgerald at The Truth and Story has been creating wood cut burned items, and they're up on her website.
Mm-hmm.
And I received this yesterday, and it is the most damned adorable thing. So it looks like a little book.
May I enlarge you?
Sure.
Okay, here, do that.
So it looks like a little book. There's the spine.
Holy crap, that is adorbs.
Yep. And then the spine actually pulls out, and inside is a little spray bottle. I have some special stuff in there that came from Kelly, but that is not part of the package. There is a spray bottle in here. There is a piece of string to do some knot work. There is a crystal. There are 4 discs that are the elements, and then there are some geomancy sticks. So this is, again, one of those beautiful little things that can go in my backpack, stay enclosed because, you know, and can combine with the smaller things that I carry. And it makes me happy. And
please, one of my mods link Kelly's website. And
she did say that these are a pain in the ass to make, so yeah, don't expect to see them very often.
Yeah, they're not going to be very often, but yeah, that's cool. Cool. Yeah. Thank you, Jamie.
Yeah, it's very awesome.
So one of the tarot habits that I have is when I get a new deck, I will often. You want me to flip you back? Is this driving you nuts? Really? Yeah. Driving you nuts?
I don't drive. You drive. There we go.
Oh, and Donna said, ooh, love me some paraphernalia.
Mm-hmm.
So, and Kiba is here. Hello. Yes, it is like a little travel altar.
It is. Mm-hmm.
Yes. And by the way, everybody wanted to hear from you first, Jamie. I'm just saying, nobody mentioned my name. So one of the habits that I have is when I get a new deck, I find the Wheel of Fortune and I reverse it. I flip it around so that I am able to, if I want to do my yes/no spread, I can easily find this. And the reason that I do it quickly is so when I start shuffling it, it gets used to it. It gets bent the proper way. So, so if I can still pick it. But when I'm shuffling, if I suddenly need it, then I can easily find it.
Nice.
I do that, or I actually have, like, for instance, one of my the Sasarabito, the Tiny Traveler.
Mm-hmm.
I actually set out. I put the Wheel of Fortune on top.
Very nice. Okay.
the yes no spread that I do is the one where I pull out the Wheel of Fortune and then I pull 7 other cards, and then I use that to find out the indication of a yes or no. And we'll have to Zoom sometime. I'm not going public with it, not at this point.
Yeah. So there.
So, but thank you, Jonathan, for putting Kelly's website in there. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So yes.
So tarot habit for me. Sometimes I do knock on it. Sometimes I do blow on it, but I always shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. And then wherever it drops, I pull this card first from this card first, that card second, and then everything comes from the top after that. Mm-hmm. That's always how I shuffle. Unless I'm told with a spread that, like when we're in a group together that, you're supposed to shuffle a certain way for whatever reason. But that's the way I always shuffle. It is a habit. If I don't do it, it feels very, very odd.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I do something similar now. I'm wondering if I switch mine, because my next one is my tarot habit is if a deck comes with a book as a set, or just as the deck, I will always buy the set with the book.
Always. Always. Same.
And yes, and I would say 70% of the time it's a good thing. The other 30% of the time it's like a complete waste of paper and all that stuff. But yeah, I also when I'm reading online, I will depending upon the type of question, I will cut the deck, and then the last card that I had is from the bottom of that last pile.
Yeah.
So it's similar to that.
That makes sense. I do have one more habit to share, if you're good with that.
Great. Yeah.
So Gerald and I kind of talked about this. I don't really, how do I say this without being somebody thinking, this is just me. There's my disclaimer. Don't worry about the rules. Read the way you want, and try and remember to write everything down, because it's interesting what comes to you later, or with your next read when you go back and read. But it's always fascinating when you write everything down. And sometimes we talked about this the other day, where I think it was Tarot Sunday, where just because you have a certain card, but you get some intuition about what that card is, go with that, whatever that blip is in your brain and whatever comes out of your mouth, because it could be triggered by the artwork. It could be triggered by what you think you see, which isn't necessarily what the card is, but it doesn't matter, because I think it's all correct, in my opinion.
Yes. Is that your answer to one? The piece of advice?
Oh.
And a card you wish to embody, and why?
No, I have my card I wish to embody. So.
Okay.
No.
That's a bonus, people. That's one of the bonuses. But wait, there's more.
Yeah. You want you want me to do my card that goes with the advice?
Sure.
Okay. Sure. So I would embody this little card. This is the Devil from the Boo Tarot. And it's not about the sweets. It's about the carefree whatever. It's the licking the lollipop and not worrying about the shit that comes with it, and just doing the things, and accepting the fire. But that would be the card.
Which card is that?
The Devil.
The Devil. I'm going to embiggen you so that people can see that. Damn, every time I see that Boo Tarot, the cuter it is. I'm hating you all. Not really. I'm just like going,
Well, when Deanne was using it on Tarot Sunday, I was bummed that I didn't pull it out and use it, but I was happy with the deck I was using. But it still, it makes me happy.
Yeah.
And yes, Devil May Care. Yeah.
Yeah. And Beth said, I'm using, excuse me. Let me put things back. I'm using crystals more with my tarot practice. I stopped using the cauldron for spell work, so subbing out crystals. That's actually probably really powerful, Beth.
That's awesome.
Thank you. And Fogo Pogo said, yes, don't let ego step in. Go with it. Yeah. So,
Naomi.
and Naomi is loving that. I think yes, I've disappointed Mousy Girl.
Uh-oh.
You know, because I'm not telling the yes no spread.
Oh, the yes, no. Well,
It's all right.
that's a big part of who you are. So
It is a big part of who I am, and there's the same spread is usable for different things, so which is fine. So my piece of tarot advice is very similar to Jamie's. Document your readings. Document your readings. I keep hearing. Is that you dinging?
It's my Apple Watch.
Okay, I was suddenly I'm like on. It is silent, so okay.
You're welcome.
Document your readings.
Yeah.
When you document your readings, have a journal. It doesn't need to be expensive. Get a composition book. They're inexpensive. Write down the date, the deck that you were using, and the spread itself, and then your interpretation of the cards. So, and I think that is great tarot advice. You remember that? Do you remember that the one bit of advice that Jeffrey gave us? Can we do that one here too?
Oh, sure.
Okay. So something else that's a really good way to learn tarot is to, after you've done your reading, make one or two sentences to tell you exactly what the reading means.
That's my favorite thing to do.
It's very, very helpful. And I mentioned that also because Rogue Remedies, that is a great way to understand and to really put it together. Because, you can read your spreads like a story, and that's extremely powerful. Putting it together and writing down the sentences, really, really powerful. Really powerful. And Beth said, yes, so important, because when you find them years later, it's a powerhouse of material. Yes. And so, okay, so we've done 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This is where we have a bonus. This isn't in the original, and the bonus is 0, blast off. So this is where it's like, okay, what's something new and exciting you're thinking, or something you want to share with everybody on this?
Okay, you go first.
I will go first. I think a blast off is if you have an opportunity to get together with people and each of you do the same spread for yourself, and you go around and you share what card you got in which position and what you think of it, and invite people to give you what they think it means, because it's a great way to learn and to add value. And it's a great way to learn. I mean, I did that recently, and I walked away with 2 bonus things to my understanding of certain cards. So yeah, it's really, really great. I mean, because it's one of those things that when you do it and everybody is doing it with that purpose, is we're just reading together. And Robin's like, I love that, I'm in. And Naomi totally agrees. So I think it's a really great thing to do. So what's your blast off, Jamie?
Well, hell's bells,
Okay, while Jamie thinks, Zoom, you can do Zoom, you can do FaceTime meetups, you can do FaceTime, you can do Facebook stuff. Some of that stuff it's great.
Okay, so my blast off. I love charms. I have a lot of charms. I like charm casting. I like Jamie Sawyer has some charm casting boards, and there's a box, and all the things. And like our friend Kelly has a set of Lenormand charms that she reads with, and then there's, you know, her runes and all of this and that, right? So anyway, I'm a big charm casting person, but a lot of people have said to me, and this is not selling a product, this is just use for explanation. So a lot of people have said to me, but charms can be so confusing, and I'm not really sure, you know, about reading all of them, blah, blah, blah. So start off with one. So this little box carries a D20 dice or die, right?
Mm-hmm.
Little die. And so you can ask a question. So you can choose for yourself, what do the even numbers mean? Does that mean yes? What is the odd numbers? Does that mean no, or the reverse?
Mm-hmm.
You can choose, like Kelly puts on the back of the little box a little formula to use, right? But you can create your own formula of how you want to read something. Or like she has on here, you know, speed and progress, inner, the certain numbers from this to this, or talking
Nice.
about the outer, right? So if you're wanting to do charm casting and you're intimidated by an entire charm set, choose a die. Choose one that makes you happy and it's pretty and it feels good in your hand or whatever. I started with these itty bitty teeny tiny ones. Itty bitty one.
They're huge compared to the tiny hands.
Yeah. But, you know, choose one. And that's what I would say. Go small. If you're wanting to start something, yeah. Or something is confusing, make it smaller. Don't do 9, do 3. Or 1. There's my blast off.
Nice. Woohoo! And I want to get everybody, thank you very much for being here. I want to get caught up on because I starred some things. Rogue, I thank you for being here and asking this question. It's really good.
Mm-hmm.
And they also said, I found a local shop in town. I'm so intrigued by everything in the store. That's when you read it. Yeah, I mean, you know, I think it's great. Mousy said, thank you for presenting this video. You're very welcome. Okay. Linda De Gonzalez said, Paraphernalia sounds like a mental disorder.
Yeah, it's kind of funny. I saw that comment and made me laugh.
Yeah, it was like, okay. So, and Mousy Girl said, so far I have an Oracle deck. Okay.
Cool.
That's cool.
I recommend, unless you decide that you're going to collect for certain reasons or whatever, I honestly recommend that. I know, don't gasp on me, people. I honestly recommend a small collection.
Yep. Start small. Just use them. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Use them. Use the crap out of them.
Yeah. Merita said, if you get a tarot deck, it enriches Oracle readings a lot. It certainly can. You know, don't discount you know, there's lots of options for tarot decks. You can get an RWS or Rider-Waite Smith. You can get a Toothy Tothy Toth.
Tithy Tothy Tothy.
You can get a Tarot de Marseille.
Mm-hmm.
So you know, that works out well.
Mm-hmm.
And Rogue is studying Lenormand now. Mm-hmm. Nice. And that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
And Jonathan really likes the idea of having a great experience reading with people. Mm-hmm. And Mousy Girl is going to rewatch so that you can absorb. Great. You're stay-at-home old crone. I mean, great. You can stay at home. I do the readings.
Ooh, I see a poodle.
I do a readings by myself.
Sorry, Mousy.
So, it's okay.
I like your avatar. Yeah. So Beth, that was one of the things that I did a while ago. One of the recommends for learning a new system is that you create your own deck, right?
Yes, that's true. I did that with Lenormand.
Yeah. So one of the things in the Lenormand class, it's Kelly says, make your own. So I took Alice in Wonderland playing cards and I sanded them and I stamped on them and I wrote on them and I did artwork on them, and made it my own. And it is still, out of the Lenormand decks that I have, the little Lenormand is still one of my favorites. And then my own created one. So I highly recommend making your own. Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
Even if it's just a Sharpie and a deck of cards, you know what I mean?
Yeah. And Beth said, I've been working with Black Moonstone. Well, I was drawn to it and then found it's used for injured animals. You can't make this stuff up. Because
Nice.
Beth has been dealing with a recovering puppy.
Nice.
So, and, and Mousy Girl, I would encourage you to, you can search YouTube for flip through videos on tarot decks. Personally, I just want flip throughs. I don't want anybody's first impressions or anything like that. So if I want to see the images of the cards, I will turn the volume down so that I can look at the images. But now, well, there used to be the ability to look at a lot of stuff. There used to be the ability to see a lot of stuff, but now with issues of counterfeit decks, that's a problem. So, yes, Vanessa, you missed 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and blast off. So,
can I poke at Mousy Girl?
yes.
Really quick? Hi, Mystic, and I have a standard poodle. Her name is Rumor, and I've had poodles since I was a child. I used to show.
Nice.
I love poodles. Standard poodles, particularly.
Nice.
Yep.
Oh, and Rogue Remedy said Moonstone Runes is my next investment. Love that.
Very nice.
Yeah. Beth turns off the sound because I want to see the cards. That's an interesting question because this channel started a lot because it started because I was doing flip throughs and stuff like that. By the way, 3 years ago, I created my other tarot channel. It was 3 years ago. And do people want to see flip throughs? Do they want to see those pre-recorded things? I mean, I want to know.
Yeah. So, I think it depends on the presenter, honestly.
Well, okay, because I that's a good question. I could put that up there on my community tab and have people vote, but it's and I don't edit them really. So Rogue says yes. Is it Rogue or Rouge? I think it depends upon my mood.
I was going to say.
So, flip throughs. Okay. Love the artwork of the Malpertius Lenormand decks from the UK. Neil, the original, has sadly passed away. However, the brother is continuing.
Oh, yeah. Kildwick.
Yes.
The Kildwick Tarot.
Oh.
Maybe.
Not like she works, not like she's, works at a vet office or anything like that, and
anything like that,
and all that stuff. So yeah, I okay. Merita wants them to. Oh, shoppers helpers channels that fast line flip throughs or just cards when I'm window shopping. Yeah. Boo Tarot for £9.
No.
Always purchase responsibly, people. Yeah.
Counterfeiters.
Yeah. Beth said, I find flip throughs helpful. I know people feel it makes saying no more difficult, but I'm the opposite. I've seen the deck. I can make informed decisions. I'm all about the informed decisions.
Yeah.
Rouge, like red. Okay.
See, over here, there's the Rogue Valley, but the G and the U would be flipped.
Moulin Rouge. Love that. Yeah, I want to see the artwork too.
Yeah.
So, oh look, here's tarot your way, Thomas. Thomas,
Hi,
I was
Thomas.
talking about you because we're going to do a deck casual about the word cloud happy toast on Tuesday the 14th, and this is when you watch the playback, you'll understand that this is one of my 5 decks. So,
Jeffrey, do it. I am there for it. I am all about that.
yep. I can get her email to you. I'm TarotStache at Gmail. Kaylee. Do you see that? I can scan a copy of the pictures to her.
Oh, that's nice. That's awesome.
It's very nice.
Yeah, my email is not anywhere.
So, yeah.
But yeah, if you want to zoosh it to Gerald, that'd be grand.
And yeah, kind of a tutorial of how I do it. Yes.
All about it, man.
Yep. And I'm here to support. Lori says, I do not buy a deck without seeing all the cards.
Interesting. Yep. Okay.
Yep. Informed decisions. Flip throughs weed out 90% of the deck purchase for me.
You know what weeds it out for me, Robin? I will put something in my cart and I purposely leave it there. And then I go about my whatever. And then I go back and I'm like, what in the hell was I thinking? Or I have something that's very similar and that's why my eye was drawn to it. Or, oh, that's a major card for me and I don't like that. That's what weeds it out for me.
Yes. Well, and I also think that one of the things that's helpful is I remember back in the day, I was doing a lot of purchasing after sundown. And I do not allow myself to purchase things while I'm in bed. So, oh, look, Vanessa said, I bought Radical Abundance watching your flip through. Yep.
Oh, I love Henry.
It is a, they said they used my flip through.
They did.
For something, and they said they were going to send me a copy of the book. I never did get that. Of course, I never followed up because
right.
But this is one of the best sellers on the on Henry's
It's a
website.
Great deck. It's a great
wonderful deck.
Yeah.
And yeah, here you go. Sounds good. Jeffrey, Beth said. To be honest, I was thinking of making my channel an interactive tarot read since I'm a loner and have very little friends. Rouge, I think you'll find it can be very interesting. And so it's all good. And by the way, just start. Don't worry about making mistakes. Don't tell us you've made a mistake because we won't see it.
Just do it.
You tell us. Yeah.
Do whatever it is you enjoy. Yeah.
Marita says, I see a deck I like. I put it on my list, but I won't buy it until I've seen them all. Good advice.
Yeah.
So.
Yes.
Yes, that would work. That would work. So, everyone, holy mackerel, Jamie, this has been wonderful.
It's been great.
Been back and forth with Jamie and Gerald, a VR to hashtag 54321. And then the bonus. So the prompts are listed in the description. If you wanted to do your own response to this, feel free to link mine, but definitely link Kelly Bear's because it's awesome. And I'm supposed to tag people to actually do this. So here's how I tagged people. For those of you who have not read it, I tag you and you with a great smile, and you're tagged because I like the way you think. And I'm looking at you with a nice insight about your favorite topic. And last but not least, you. That's right. You've not done a VR before, but you've wanted to. And I invite you to join in. It doesn't need to be live. It can be a short video and just your voice. So you don't have to actually be visible. So there you go.
Before we go, may I answer Vanessa's question? if I was ever able to fix the bowing of the boo. So this is the deal. I know, and I don't think it is fixable, meaning that I think it's the type of cardstock and how it's printed. So I use this big, heavy Madagascar Jasper, and I shuffle both ways, backwards and forwards, so in other words, the deck is one way, and then I flip it and I shuffle. And then when I'm done for the night, I just put this big heavy ass on top of it. Mm-hmm. And it's been working so far. It's not one of those decks that you just take it and put it back in the box, because it's going to be really wowed when you're done. Yeah. If it went on quality linen cardstock, oh my God. Yeah. But that's not going to happen. So
Linda De Gonzalez said, I bought the Mystical Moments Tarot on impulse off after seeing only one of the cards. It hit me so hard I had to get to know it. No regrets. Well, that's cool. And yeah, and here you go. I like that idea. Rouge Remedies, the melting pot of tarot. Do it. Mm-hmm. Let me know if you want somebody to join in, you know, get a hold of me. And I love it. I feel like I'm on a children's show, and you, Tommy, and you, Beth, and you, Susie,
little Susie.
Yes, but thanks, Jamie. I've weighed my deck with cast iron skillet and big stones on it for a few days, and still bowed.
Yeah. I would just say shuffle one way, flip it, shuffle the other, do your thing, put it back together, and then put it under the weight. I've had that deck for a long time.
I don't have that deck, and I also don't have any of the Raven ones. Yeah, I don't have those either. Judge people. That. Go for it. Come on. So, all right, everybody. Thank you. I am back. On Thursday at 2 p.m. Eastern, and Hershey, the Shadow Reader, Deb, Purple Elephant, Deb H, and Angela Cartomancy Mesquite. We're doing chapter 2 of Root Work. So thank you, everyone. Bye.
See ya.